Congrats on being here, actually. Some of you guys have paid to be here, so I respect the fact that you've invested in yourself and that you're willing to, show up and just, take opportunities like these. And I think what Alisa did is pretty nice in terms of organizing the event. So it's pretty cool. So basically, just real quick, I'm going to tell you my story because, you guys don't know me. I don't know you yet. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, all of you. But I'm just going to explain a bit of my background so you guys, understand kind of where I come from and how I ended up with all these systems and all these practices. So basically, myself, I went from being a shy, nice guy who just relying on luck to really having predictable success with women. Before, when I was in high school, I was pretty confident. But the problem is I couldn't really attract the women that I truly wanted. I used to talk to girls who were below my league, and I was completely fine with that. But with girls that I truly, truly liked, I always felt kind of, I felt shy. I felt like, I couldn't really express myself the right way, right? And basically now I'm dating women consistently, and I've done this while growing my business to 7 figures, while calling my parents and having friends, and while staying in peak physical shape. And not only have I done it, but also all my clients over the years have done it. I have hundreds of clients all over the world that I've helped. I've been doing this since 2017. And in this workshop, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this too, how you can attract women consistently, how you can go from maybe right now not really having the options you want to have to actually having options and actually being a chooser, not the chosen one. Because I think you guys can relate to this. Sometimes you're more of you're the chosen one. The girl chooses you, it's easy, and it just comes to you, right? But you don't want to be that way. You also want to be a chooser where you can manufacture your own luck. You can be the one turning a girl from cold to warm, from her not that interested to her actually wanting to fuck you. And I'm going to show you how. So this is not some weird pickup gimmicks that you see in the books, that you see on YouTube. This is not like some weird pickup bullshit. This is going to be very efficient. This is going to be about systems and how to systemize your dating life. Now, you might be hearing system and you're like, who's this guy? He's talking about systems. He's trying to turn this whole dating thing as a business. He's overthinking it. What the fuck is this? But your life is just a collection of systems. Like right now, you're alive because of the systems in your body, your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, all of that is systems. But not only in your body, even the financial system, the educational system, the planetary system, everything is a system. There's also systems in your dating life that you can implement. And whether you're conscious of it or not, you already have a system. You already have a way of approaching women. You already have a way of presenting yourself online. You already have a way to make friends. But maybe that way of doing things is not that optimized right now. Maybe you've been doing things over and over and it became a pattern, it became a habit, but you're not really in control of things, right? So there's cold approach systems, the way you approach women in real life. There's online dating systems, social circle systems, and all these systems, you're either at the cause of them or at the effect of them. You're either choosing to apply these systems and actually approach women the right way, or you're at the effect. You're just the chosen one, as we said. You're not the chooser, right? Now, there's 2 characters that you can have with women and in life. Either you're a facilitator of your own luck, or you're just a leaf in the wind. You're just, the chosen one, right? Now, systems, I like this quote by Mark Victor Hansen. It says, a system is just a way to save yourself time, energy, and money. And when you have a system, you can really implement things in a way where your dating life becomes streamlined. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to waste time. You don't have to spend hours swiping on dating apps and, just sorting through women without any proper strategy, right? Because a lot of guys rely on luck, and that's not good. So you have, as I said, online dating systems, cold approach systems, social circle systems, and all these systems are going to help you get leads, get dates, and either have short-term or long-term relationships. Who here read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear? But this is a really good book, guys. If you haven't read it yet, just read it. It's a great book, Atomic Habits. And he said, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems, which is absolutely true. Whether financially, physically, in relationships, losers only have goals, winners have systems. You probably set some New Year goals and you're not achieving them right now. That's because you don't have a systems. That's because you don't have a repeatable action that guarantees success. And if you're not currently dating women regularly and easily, if that's your goal, then I can tell you that it's simply because you don't have the right systems, and you can fix that. And it's not just the systems, it's also the mindset, the inner game. It's actually 50% inner game, 50% outer game. You have like both. So it's also mindset. Now, personally, also, these skills help me make more money. That helps you make more money. When you can learn these skills with women, it helps you so much to make more money. So now for most men out there, the dating scene can feel like a hamster wheel. Like it's always the same stuff. You approach a girl or you use a dating app. Maybe she gets a bit interested, etc. And then at some point she loses interest or she flakes. And then you go back to ground zero and you go back again on dating apps, or you go back again to swiping, to cold approaching. And a lot of times it's just a cycle. It's just a hamster wheel. It never ends. It's always the same bullshit. And every year you relive the same year with women. Every year is the same thing. Every year the same bullshit. But you can change that. And as I said before, even myself, now 9 years ago, not even 8 years ago, I was there too. I had, awkward conversations. I was unsure on how to escalate or close the deal. I was in constant frustration with average flaky girls. And that led me to actually do this, Now, I went through my story a little bit. I went through the fact that I was just relying on luck. And now basically I know what to do now, because I just invested in myself to learn these skills, Now, who knows some of these books, The Game or The Mystery Method? Who here read some of those? No? Okay, Anastasia. Nice. So Anastasia, I read a lot of books. That's cool. So yeah, these books are classic, like pickup books, which I read, but honestly, they're a bit outdated, guys. Like these are old pickup books from 10, 15 years ago, and they're cool, but there's like way better stuff. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, and here's how it relates to you making money. If you have the skills to seduce beautiful women consistently, well, you're also going to have the skills to seduce powerful men into business. And this is what I found for myself. As soon as I started implementing those skills for myself, I started getting better at sales. I started a business. I started making more money. And it's the same exact thing. The same way you're going to have the confidence to approach a woman, you're also going to have the confidence to approach a prospect or close a deal. Is exactly the same thing. Now, Warren Buffett, who knows Warren Buffett here? Okay. So he said one easy way to become worth 50% more than who you are now is to hone your communication skills. And here's what most men don't understand. Like what we call dating is just communication, psychology, and economics. Like dating is just that. Now, you don't have your whole life ahead of you. You only have what's left of it. So right now you might be in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, but if you don't learn that shit right now, then the problem is life just blows by. And at some point you're going to be like 30 plus with just like barely any options. And you're going to want to have kids. You're going to want to build a family. But if you don't have the skills to do that, then you're just going to settle for some fucking average girl that's going to make some fucking dumb kids with you, Really, for sure. Not for real. You're gonna have a lot of guys that come to me. They are pissed. They are pissed because of that, because they can't get options. And so I don't want you to be that way. And the problem right now is that there's a sexual Darwinism taking place, because women have access to a vast pool of options right now when it comes to social media. Like I'm friends with a lot of models, a lot of girls, even normal girls, not even models. And I can show you their DMs. Like they get DM'd every single day, at least 10, 15 times on average. So the world is more global now with Instagram, with dating apps, with all of that. If you don't get a grasp on this, you're going to be left with the leftovers of the dating market. You're going to be left with the 5, the 6s. But if you want to get like the real quality ones, you gotta really stand out. You gotta really like get to the next level. So, and women are very hypergamous. Who knows what hypergamy means? Okay, this guy knows some theory here. Okay, so hypergamy means they're very selective. Like obviously they want to mate with the best guy they can get, right? So if you're not in the top 1 to 5%, why would they want to choose you over another guy who has more status, more looks, more confidence, etc.? right? So that's one thing. Now, since 2008, the number of sexless men under 30 has actually tripled, and that's because of Tinder, also, and dating apps, but also because most guys, they're not stepping up and they're not approaching women anymore. They're not actually doing it and improving themselves in that area. Most men are trapped in what I call the dating matrix, right? They go out, blow their money on alcohol to get drunk, and then maybe if they get drunk, they get the confidence to approach. Maybe. But if not, then they don't approach, and they're waiting for their magical Disney moment where the girl is going to come to them instead of them initiating the thing and creating their own luck. And most guys, they just create multiple accounts on dating apps, and they just swipe through girls every day with no real results. So yeah, and society tells you need to have a good job, get a nice house, get shredded, get a nice car. But even those things, I know some guys who have all these things, but they're still not fucking. And even if they're fucking, it's mainly gold diggers or girls who are there just for that, just for the money. So anyways, a lot of advice out there is telling you just be yourself, be nice, be confident, get a good job. But that's not really the answer. There's much, much more to that. Now, as I told you, I'm not going to teach you some pickup artist stuff. This is about being a full stack, 1% guy and not just reciting lines. Actually, I'm really against reciting lines and stuff like that. One of my previous mentors, he told me, you can either work to become an excellent man or you can work to become an excellent manipulator. And it would take you exactly the same effort. Now, pickup artists, what they do is they go out there, they learn a line, and then they tell that line to the girl in hopes that the girl is going to give them some sort of response and get into their pants. But the problem is it comes from a foundation of neediness. It comes from a foundation of seeking approval and trying to win over every girl that comes, right? And the thing is, you could be an excellent manipulator and you could maybe fuck a girl once in a while, but she's going to see that you're full of shit pretty quickly. And she's going to see through the holes in the facade pretty quickly. So you don't want to be faking it. You want to truly have that iron mindset, that iron frame where you know exactly what kind of man you are, what kind of life you want to live, what kind of women should be part of your life, and just weed out the losers and delight the winners, delight the right women. Just screen through the sea of losers and see which women you truly, truly like. Because a lot of guys don't even qualify women. A lot of guys, they're there just to sell themselves. They don't even like make women sell themselves to them. Like basically have women qualify to them instead of them, selling themselves to women. So anyways, now pickup artists, it's like cheap wine. A pickup artist for me is like cheap wine. It's like some cheap €5 wine. If you learn some dating systems, that's the Dom Perignon. That's like the real stuff. That's the stuff that really makes you a Lambo in the dating market instead of a Toyota, right? So that's the thing. Now, the more you have clarity over what kind of man you are, what kind of life you want to live, what kind of partners you want to have, the more you're going to be able to be opinionated with women and know exactly what are the women that are going to be delighted to be with you. And you need to have an unshakable frame. You need to know who you are at a very, very high level. That's why you need to assess your values. That's why you need to, this is some exercises that I give my clients, the Know Thyself mission. This is a full mission. I'll give you guys access later. It's a full mission basically on how to have clarity on who you want to become, etc., and really have this super solid foundation of inner game. So I'm going to show you how to do it. But you attract the right things and the right people when you have a strong sense of who you are and who you want to become. If you don't have that, then you're always going to keep attracting the wrong people into your life. So anyways, for the past 7 years, I've been teaching those kind of things. And one of my methods is called the Limo method. So the Limo method is basically this. Number one, I teach a live dating funnel, which is a funnel where you're going to meet women live in real life. Number two, I teach an Instagram dating funnel when you're able to actually meet women just attract women through Instagram consistently. Number three, I teach how to retain women and manage your relationship with them. Whether you want to have a monogamous or multiple women, if you want to have multiple women in your life, that's fine, as long as you're honest with them. Now, the last thing is, yeah, how to optimize your dating life and how to expand your social circle. If you want to meet, attract, and date high-quality women every single week without wasting your time, then stay on this video because I'll share with you the unique method that myself and my clients use to achieve that without sacrificing our work. Imagine having consistent dates with high-quality women every single week without wasting your time or facing constant rejections. If you're tired of spending all your weekends alone and endlessly swiping on dating apps, then this is absolutely for you. I've developed a game-changing system called the Limo method. This method is proven and battle-tested by hundreds of guys, including myself, to help you get 1 to 3 dates a week consistently without wasting your time or sacrificing your work. You'll finally be able to date high-quality women who match your values and lifestyle. You'll know exactly how to approach and attract women without second-guessing yourself or running out of things to say. You'll know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it anytime you meet beautiful women. By learning this new method, you'll finally have a thriving dating life that also complements your lifestyle and your work. My name is Limo Oueslati, and for the past 7 years, I've been traveling the world, dating some of the most beautiful women while helping hundreds of men to completely transform their dating lives. Take my client Morgan, for example. Before working with me, he wasn't getting any dates for months on end. He was swiping on dating apps with little to no results, and he was not approaching any woman at all. Fast forward to today, after about 8 weeks of working with me, now he's getting 2-3 dates a week consistently while crushing it in his career. If you want to get more dates starting today, then click the button below and it'll take you to a free training that will show you exactly how to get there.